Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Welcome back, all of you guys. It's been a really long time since I put out any kind of content, a stream, a video, other than some Red Dead funny things. I've done other videos, but they're unlisted and they're like private. This one is a special one. They're all special, right? But no, what I'm gonna do with this video is I'm gonna take you on a journey on how I edit a video from the beginning to the end. So this is going to be a long one. Pack your lunch, get you a nice little brown bag special going on, because we're going to dive in and we're going to show you exactly how I edit a video. So I'm going to be using my desktop right here. I'm going to be using a desktop capture. So you're not going to see my wonderful, sexy face. Yeah. But what we're going to do, I'm using DaVinci Resolve 17, if you can't tell already. I'm going to do a new project, and I'm just going to name it Poop, because we don't really care about that right now. We're going to go to our Edits tab. Now, what I have done previously leading up to this is I have recorded clips, and I've also categorized them into a folder right here. This is the folder that I'm using all of my recording clips, and I name everything. So initially, when I go to videos, this is where all my recordings go. See, like this is one that I just recorded. So I'll have a lot of random things in here, just sound effects, video clips that I pull from, because I have this in my videos folder, and I have other things in here: DaVinci, Red Dead Redemption 2, Fortnite, Lost Ark. That's old Valheim. So, but anyway, this is where all my recordings go from my OBS software. And then this is one that's recording as we're speaking right now. So anyway, I take these, I cut them. So like you right click and you cut, excuse me. And then I have my active YouTube's projects, which is where I save a bunch of random shit as well. And then I make a folder for the video that I'm going to be editing. And this is where I dump everything from that video's folder into here. Now, once they get dropped into here, they all look like they have numbers like 2023, 01, 16, 17, 45, 48, blah, 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 blah. So then what I would do at that point, oh, no, that's not it. What I would do at that point is I will change it to a sequential numbering system. I will watch the clips that I have in here according to the date and the time, and then I will give it a 1, because it's so much easier in DaVinci to just look at your clips in the media pool and be able to pull it and put it on your timeline. So what I mean by that is I'm going to take this number 1 here. I'm just going to drag it and I'm going to drop him right there. And it says change project frame rate. I always change it to what this is preset at, which is 1080p 60, full video, dual link, and all that good shit. So now this video is in the media pool. I can take that and drag it and drop it on this timeline here. You have there's so many things on here that I don't claim to know everything. So I edit shitty videos that I have a lot of fun editing, but they're shitty nonetheless. So in my OBS, I have 3 different audio recordings because I have it set up that way when I was streaming. I had 3 different audio channels. So I don't need that anymore. I don't stream anymore. So, but you have your video track and 3 audio tracks. Only one of them for the purpose of this video, since I'm recording with it and I'm not streaming, I don't need these other 2 tracks. One of them is my microphone and one of them is something else. So I only need the video track and 1 audio track. So you have this link icon that you unclick, because right now all 3 of these are linked because it is 1 video. So I unlink it and then I can select and delete the tracks that I don't want. Now, I can relink them. So now if I click the video or the audio, it links both of them together. So what I'm gonna do, just to start off with a little, is I'm gonna go through here. Oh, I want to make an intro, something that is catchy with a little bit of music. Since it's Red Dead Redemption 2, I want to make a horse riding montage like I did in the previous video that I had. I think it looks cool. I think that's somewhat engaging, and it makes somebody go, "Oh, that looks cool," even though I did it prior. I'm not making this video public. I'm just showing you how I would edit this video. So I'm going to make an intro, a very short one, because I don't have an intro for the Lagniappe channel as of right now. That's why I don't even have this border on. Where is it? I don't even have that. It's not even in the right spot because this is on Lagniappe. But so I'm going to make an intro, and then this video that we're editing right now is Arthur Morgan antagonizing everyone in the camp because he looks at the ledger book in the camp and sees no one's donated anything. Arthur Morgan has donated over 1,000 some odd dollars to the camp. No, everybody's donating a belt buckle for $1, a bat wing. So he goes and antagonizes everyone, and it's funny to see what happens to Arthur. So for that premise, I'm going to have Arthur riding, and I have a pretty funny clip that I've already recorded of him trying. I was trying to get Arthur to like this perch, and it looked really cool cinematically, but he fell off his horse down the side of a mountain. So it's funny. So we're going to have a little bit of an intro, cinematic, funny portion, and then it's going to cut right into Arthur Morgan antagonized, like showing the ledger and then antagonizing people. So with that being said, we're going to go back here to our timeline. I'm going to find, we don't need the sound either because I'm going to be using an audio track that I already have decided for in here. So usually, I mean, you can see this playhead, this red line. I can click here and it'll fast forward, or I can come up here and I can just fast forward. Did I do it here? No, I don't know if this video. No, this is just the antagonizing. Oh, so I am gonna need that.
Alone, will you?
So for me to just put that back, I just hit Control Z and it'll undo what I just did. So I don't need this yet. So I'm gonna delete it. I'm gonna go back here. Oh yeah, here we go. Riding for intro. I'm gonna throw that in here. And then I'm also, since I already have number 1 and riding for intro in here, I'm just gonna take and select all of this and drop it in there. So now all my shit's in here. Riding for intro, we're going to drop on the timeline. And I already know I don't need these tracks. So this is just some riding montage bullshit. There was one spot in here, it was close to the end, I think, is what I want to use. Oh yeah, this is where I fell. So he's riding, I think it was like right up in here. Okay, so this is what I want to start up in here somewhere. And so you use this cut button, which is, you see this red line across both video and audio tracks. And you click it, and then you can come back here to the selection tool, select this. Everything on the left side of this playhead is selected, and I don't need it, so I can just hit delete, and it's gone. Then I select this empty timeline from all the way at the beginning up to here. I can hit delete again, and it brings this whole playhead to the very beginning of this timeline. And I can hit play, and I can look at this and see, do I want this as part? Yeah, so the scenery looks pretty cool. So what I might do is I can just hover over this track without clicking on it. I can see kind of what it's going to look like, and so it kind of comes up. So I kind of want that right there. We're going to delete that and go back. If you hit the home key, it'll go to the very beginning. I want a nice little fade in, so they have this little button, this little clickable thing at the very beginning of your video track. You can slide it over, Now you see it's dark. If I take this playhead and I just drag it slowly, and then it fades in. And I can also do the fade in with the audio track, but I don't want this audio track because I have my own. I'm gonna do, where is it? Building a House, which is a funny, stupid. Here, I'll let you hear a little bit of it. And it's just stupid, you know. I mean, it's something that John does when he's building a house. So we want that to fade in with our video track. Now you can't link these because they're two different files. So even if I hit link and I click on them, it's not going to link these two files together. So because it's two separate files. So if I go back home, click. So what I kind of want it to do is, so right about here is where it goes, and that's where I want to change the video portion. Because I'm not just going to play one solid, I'm not just going to play this whole solid thing out until I fall. So we want to keep it interesting and exciting, per se. So you don't want one clip to go on too long. You want to cut it. So we're going to cut it right there in timing with the music, because I think that's nice and crisp. So I don't need to hear this music until let's see, where do I fall? Right up in here. So I'm just going to cut it here. And I think that fucked up my audio track. So sometimes, and I don't understand exactly why it does this. So I'm going to come here. I think it messes with the audio. Or does it? No, okay, the audio stays the same. Okay. So I'm going to watch this now and see where I want it to cut to. Probably about right there. Nope, not that. About like right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a little transition in between the beginning here. We don't want a hard cut like that. So you have these video transitions that are already preset in here. You have this oval. You have an iris eye that can do it. You have a cross. You have a barn door that'll open up, and you can hover over these and not click on them and to see a preview of what it is. I've downloaded. You can have a spiral wipe. That's cool. Camera shake. Oh god, the bright flashes. Oh my god. I have downloaded some of these that are pretty cool. It swipes to the left. This is like a circle. This one is like a swipe. And this one is a zoom. I think we'll do a zoom. How about that? And you just drag it and drop it on those two files where the green is. Then you can click on that, and then it gives you all these different settings. And there's a quality setting where I always put it up to that preset, number 8. You can also make it shorter. So we'll make it kind of short because we don't really need it to be that long. So with my setup, it bugs out whenever I try to see this on the timeline. So you see how it just kind of chops it through. And it's like, oh, yeah, all right. Now we're way over here, and I just finished showing you that transition. So my computer, I know what it looks like because I've tested it out and I've rendered things out before with this transition piece here, and I like it. So we're going to use that. The next thing we're going to do, since we can't really watch it, we can kind of see it here. So now I want to hear the music because I'm going to go through. You know what I'm thinking now is I actually need the audio from this video. No, I don't. Actually, we're going to do it like this. We're going to drop an oof in here. And I may have put the transition a little too early because it's kind of... We're just going to cut it right here. And we're going to do that. We're going to watch this again. Yeah, and then so right when he hits right there is where I want the oof. So we're gonna put the oof there. We're gonna pause this music. We're gonna let the oof play. And we'll, we're gonna cut this, and we're gonna, while it says oof, we're gonna zoom in on this. And let's throw a little camera shake in there. So you can just drag any of these effects and put it. So I cut this video in 2 spots, the same spot that the oof plays. And I just drop the camera shake in there. They also have the zoom feature. So if you don't cut this video into sections and have it highlighted, then you can zoom in other places. See, like this track now is fine, but if I go over here, this one's all kind of fucked up. So I go back here and I can just reset my zoom. So I cut this in line with the oof, so it will be zoomed in, and then I have a camera shake as well, so we can go ahead and watch that. So you can't really see the camera shake that well. I can scroll. I don't even have it. It's not even on there, huh? I don't even see it. Usually it'll have in here somewhere. It'll say camera shake. Oh, that's a transition. That's why. Okay. So I'm gonna go over here to filters. Oh no, effects. You reached the limitation with DaVinci Resolve. No. Oh, that's because I tried to use something that I didn't own. So I have favorites down here from these effects. Okay, no, I don't. I'm sorry. I've clicked on the wrong bullshit. So I'm going to take this camera shake and drop it on here. Now we have an effects tab with the open effects, which is over here. So you can use motion scale, speed scale, motion blur, pan amplitude. So we can make a hefty camera shake here. Yes, that's what we're looking for. That hefty camera shake. Okay, so we don't want that to play out too long. So we're gonna cut it right where it does that wah again, and then go in. Since this is just an intro, so we're already at 8 seconds. That's a little bit long. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna mute this because I don't want to hear it. And what I did in this clip, I know I got up to the top of this thing, and then I made my horse. I think I made my horse like jump up in the air, but not jump off the mountain. So we're going to use that little clip, and then that'll be it. It comes up here somewhere. Yeah, there it is right there. So we're going to get that right sweet spot right here. We'll delete this, bring it all the way back. And then we're going to put another transition right here. I think we're just going to do like a blur transition, and we'll make that blur really short. The blurs show up on this when I play it back. Sometimes you have to do it twice to let it like work. Okay, I do need to hear the music again though. Okay, so from the blah right here, we're going to fade this out. Probably about to like right here. We'll fade both of these, the audio and the video out. And you can fade them out just like you did at the beginning where you faded in. So I'm just going to fade them out. And then I'll probably make the music cut out quicker than the video. So now you can hit the home button, go back, and we can watch the whole thing. Oh, I didn't put this. I gotta put this transition back in here because I'm stupid. Which one did we do? I think we did the zoom. All right, that sounds good. Yeah, I like it. And we'll make it a little shorter because we don't need it that long. There we go. So that's our intro. So this clip is 7 minutes. The other one was 15 or 16 minutes. So that 16 plus 7 is 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. This was 23 minutes just to make a 12-second intro on a video. Yeah, it's a little bit involved. And it's a shitty render at that. Like, I mean, that other people can do so much better than what I just did right here, and to make it better. I mean, at least I have some type of comedy in it. I legit ran into the side of a mountain and fell, and my horse almost died. But that's besides the point. Now we're going to roll into our video number 1, which is a very long clip. So we're at 12 minutes and 46 seconds on our timeline. As soon as I drop this in, what are we at now? 29 minutes and 41 seconds. That's how long I was recording for all these to antagonize everyone in the camp. So just like last time, I don't need these tracks here, so I'm going to unlink everything, delete these, get out of here. It's trash, don't want them. I'm going to relink it. There's a bunch of bullshit in here in the beginning that I was recording, turn it on the game. Yeah, I'll show me riding into camp. That'll work. Good to about like right there. So we'll cut it right there. Go back here. We'll do a little fade in since that faded out. We'll do a nice little fade in. We're going to give this about 10. We're going to click on the volume track or the audio track and come up here to volume because I have the game volume very, not low, but about like 40%. So it's not blasting my eardrums out. And recording that, the audio is kind of low. And over here, if you see my blue cursor, those are the audio levels for left and right. So if you come over here, you can play. You can see it's popping right there in the yellow and the red, which is where I want it. I want every audio to be around that. I want it to be balanced. So I want them all to be about the same level. So this is Arthur riding into camp. And if he doesn't go straight to somebody, and I don't remember if I do or not, I think it took me a minute to find somebody. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut some of that. So as soon as I get to the hitch, I'm just going to cut it right here. Boom. And then the first time I antagonize something, I'm going to cut straight to it. Oh yeah. So here's the ledger. So that's right. So according to the video story that we're going to make is Arthur's looking at the ledger and sees that no one donated shit and he's going to go off on them. So we do need this part in here. So I'm going to take and look. So he's right here at the ledger. I'm going to delete this part. We're going to back it up. We'll just do a hard cut here because it's going to be stupid funny. So I don't need anything.
It's becoming very tight.
Actually, I do. I just need like a little blur. I'll do a little blur. Make it short.
It's becoming very tiresome.
Everything's tiresome to you these days. You've barely touched me in weeks.
All right, so what we're going to do while they're talking and arguing, we're going to take and we're going to cut it right here. And then we're going to cut just a very small sliver right here, okay? But what we're going to do is we're going to take this bad boy and we're going to pop him up here on this next video track. Because what I want to do is I want this audio to play out in the background because it's kind of funny. But I also want to take a freeze frame and zoom in on that freeze frame. Because I don't just stand here the whole time with this book open, right? I go through
Action.
here, I turn the pages, that kind of shit. So what I want to do is I want to take my little oh shit, I lost it. Where did it go? Right. Oh, it was gone again.
You've been
There's my sliver. Okay. So I'm going to take that, I'm going to right click on it, and then we're going to change clip speed to a freeze frame. Boom. Now that is freeze framed. Then I can take that clip, and just this one is the only thing that has a red highlighter around it. I can right click on it again and then change clip duration to just 5 seconds. Now it made that freeze frame 5 seconds long. Now, as far as the timeline goes here, oh geez, since it's so much, it takes. We're gonna zoom out. There we go. So anything video 1, this is your video tracks on the top portion, the blue, and then the green is your audio tracks. You get that. So anything that's on top, like video 2 is on top of video 1, that takes priority on the video. So I can have this video 1 here, footage running, but video 2, since there is something here, is going to take priority over this. So what we're going to do, I really don't need anything right here while this picture is going on because I still have the audio. But I'm going to take this. We're going to make a, what is it called? Shit, I don't remember what it's called. It's a diamond. It's like a save point. So I'm going to save this zoom. I'm going to save this zoom here and here. And since my playhead is at the beginning of this track, it's going to save this 1.0, 1.000 for my zoom in position. Now, I'm going to want it to zoom in to accentuate and to show how shitty the gang has been as far as what they have been paying. So we're already right here. And let's see, do I want it to run the full 5 seconds? I can, I guess. How is that going to
tiresome
sound?
to you these days. You've barely touched me in weeks.
What do you want from me?
Yeah, I guess we can do it right at the end of when Dutch says, "What do you want from me?" So we can cut it and delete that. Now, I'm at the end of this track, right? So since my playhead is at the end of this track, it's showing me video 1. It's not showing me this anymore. If I click right here, oh, it still has the magnet on. If I click right here, now it's showing me this freeze frame. So what I can do is I can highlight this freeze frame, click these little diamonds, and then I can zoom in. So now we're looking at the book. That is the full, on your phone or your monitor, that's going to be the full picture. So we want to zoom in a little bit more. There we go. So we got cash, and then you can always do this to make it a little bit bigger on your, a booby feather? Tilly donated a booby feather that's worth 45 cents. A bat wing, 15 cents. Oh, Charles gave cash. Well, we don't really mess with Charles. Bill gave a good goat hide for $1.20. A poor skunk pelt from Sean. Iguana scale, 15 cents. So, yeah, Pearson, bat wing. Lenny gave cash. He's, I kind of feel bad that we antagonized him. Anyway, so we're going to show that. We're accentuating that. So we don't need this bottom. Oh, we want the magnet. We don't need this bottom video portion because this is going to take priority, but we're still going to listen here in the back.
You've barely touched
And
me
you see how it zooms in?
What do you want from me?
And now it jumps
treat you
back,
with some respect and affection. All them out.
which we're going to cut right there. We're going to link these again. And they're not linked. Okay, that's great. Whatever.
There. They're laughing at me.
You think this is the way to
So
a
now
man?
we're going to go to...
One that sounds sincere. Just go away!
So we're just going to cut.
Foul little...
We're just going to cut to start antagonizing people now. So I don't know why it's not letting me. Okay, since it's not linking these anymore, I'm going to have to delete these and pull that playhead back to here. I can drop this back down here on this timeline. So now I can make a nice transition between the book and yelling at people. And we'll do a nice, what are we going to do? A little diagonal swipe. That's cool. We'll shorten it up a little bit. Go to the quality. There's the quality.
In weeks.
Once again, it's not going to show it to me because my computer is better than before, but it still kind of sucks.
How are you? You sicken me.
Oh no, not this.
Foul.
So my audio, I'm watching these bars over here, and if you want to watch too, is still kind of low. And then I can tell here by the valleys and the peaks. Usually these are a little bit higher. They're about midway across on, which is kind of where I want it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. I'm going to watch my levels again. I'm not even listening or paying attention to what the video is. I'm just
How are you?
watching
you
these.
Sicken me.
Oh no, not
You
this.
foul little wretch.
So I'm going to go up just a hair. So it's at 10 right now. I'm going to go up to 12. And brought it up just a hair.
How are you? You sicken me.
Yeah, that sounds
Oh
better.
no, not
You
this.
foul little wretch.
Why won't you leave me alone?
We should feed you to the wolves.
Just go away, Arthur.
Okay, so you antagonize someone 3 times. And then you can't talk to them anymore. So I know that interaction is done. So I can cut it right after that. And we're going to fade it. But first I need a sip of beer. To wet the old whistle. That's good stuff right there. All right, so we're going to cut this
Go away, Arthur.
right about there. That'll be good. And then we're going to go on to our next victim. Which I don't remember who it is. So I have to watch this.
I wish you'd stayed at sea.
Okay, so Pearson is our next victim. So we'll go about right here before he starts talking. We can tell when he starts to insult because of the peaks. So we're going to cut right there. And then we can just delete everything in between. And we'll make a nice little, we'll do like just something quick and easy. Additive or blur or cross. Dip to color. It'll be kind of like a fade, which will be cool. Shorten it up to there. And then we
Just
can
go
listen.
away, Arthur.
I wish you'd stayed at sea
So now I'm in the firing line.
with the other walruses.
Is this meant to be funny?
Rather
What you
than
taking it out on
poisoning
him
us.
for? Look, I'm too busy for this.
Okay, so that's the end of that
Look,
interaction.
I'm too busy for this.
So now we can cut it about right there. And move on to the next.
You've made a career out of staring in. You've made a career.
Okay, I just got dishonor, so I want that kind of being there. So we're going to go here. Delete these 2 tracks in between. Shorten it up. And put a transition. Make sure both of them are green, because sometimes one will be red. We'll dip to color again. Make it short and sweet. We'll do 0.4 seconds.
You've made a career out of staring into space, ain't you?
Ah, come on. It's not fair.
You lovesick today, but just real dumb.
Will you leave me alone?
I can never tell.
Stay away from me.
Arthur, will you cut it out?
You joining us here, Arthur?
Make this noise stop.
Here we go.
You call that music?
Come on! Cut it out!
And for doing that, you get knocked out in camp, which is hilarious. So there's a big, long pause right there. I don't need that long of a pause. That big, giant black screen, right?
Come on!
I get
Cut
knocked
it out!
Boom. It goes to black. I'm going to cut it there. Boom. And then we're going to move on to when I wake up. We'll show that. We'll delete the long pause. Then it's kind of funny that he comes to. We want all of that. He stands up, and then he starts to run back to camp. And we'll go ahead and cut it there. And move on to the next insult. About right there.
Look at you, you goddamn poser.
So we're going to go to about right here. Once again, click on the portions that we don't want, delete it again, brings it back here, put a little color dissolve, and you can change it by 0.4, That's good for me.
Look at
and
you.
listen.
You goddamn poser.
Oh, don't start.
Preening like a prize cock.
Who do you think you are?
Prancing like a goddamn gigolo.
Fine. It's easy enough to ignore you.
Okay, so that insult is done. And I know we're going to go to here.
How many times you pissed you?
Actually, I might just leave that portion in there because Uncle was sitting next to that tree, so it's like kind of close. So we'll just leave that in there.
How many times you pissed yourself today?
Is this you trying to be funny?
You smell
Stop it,
like you've
Arthur.
been dead for 2 weeks.
I ain't giving you the satisfaction.
Okay, he's done.
Giving you the satisfaction.
We'll cut there.
You calm down now?
I want that in there.
You calm down now?
So we're going to cut. We'll do a jump cut. Instead of putting a fade or anything, we'll just...
You calm down now?
Let's see. Let's see how that looks.
Trying to be funny?
You smell
Stop it,
like you've
Arthur.
been dead for 2 weeks.
I ain't giving you the satisfaction.
You calm down now?
And I'll probably leave it up to right here. Just to show that he was walking by. And then move on to the next insult.
You're off from licking Dutch's boots. Your tongue must be... Your tongue...
Okay, so about right there. Even though it has the opera singing in the background. I don't like that. But we'll put another little dip to color. Set that to 0.4. And then
Your tongue must be red raw from licking Dutch's boots.
Hey, what? Oh, come on now.
He likes to play favorites,
What's your problem?
but it won't get you nowhere, believe me.
Best to ignore you when you're like this.
we'll cut it again there. Because I don't think it lets me insult Dutch here.
Sleep with one eye open, boy.
Yeah, here we go. All right, so we're going to go to about right here. We're going to delete these tracks. Once again, pull it back. Put a nice dip to color. 0.4. And then watch.
Sleep with one eye open, boy.
Oh, no, not this.
I don't need much of a reason.
Come on, that's enough.
I'm just biding my time.
Get away from me.
Okay, we'll cut it there. Again. Skip to the next insult,
You goddamn degenerate.
which is the Reverend. Little Reverend Swanson about to get roasted. Dip the color again. 0.4.
You goddamn degenerate.
Please, Mr. Morgan, not now.
You're repulsive.
Why are you doing this?
Even you know it.
All over my head, dear boy.
Cut again. Move on.
You little blood.
Yeah, here we go. I like this one. Because I can't stand frickin' Strauss. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Don't crash. Okay. All right, we're going to save it right now. Because I thought it was going to crash. Sometimes, like, I've noticed if I work too fast, it's too much to process. Because this is a editing software takes a lot of resources on your computer. And if I move too quick, sometimes it'll just crash and then I'll lose everything and then have to start over. That's happened quite a few times where I didn't save it.
You little bloodsucker.
Please don't be like this, Mr. Morgan.
Goddamn leech.
Just leave me be, will you?
You make my skin crawl.
Get away from me!
Why not this again?
All right, so that's enough of his insults. Move on to the next till I get knocked out, and then we're going to skip ahead, I think. This is just kind of getting repetitive.
There he is.
Jeez. Cut this out. I don't think I get knocked out here. I think it takes like one more person.
There he is. The camp pig.
Oh, just what I need.
No wonder we're always short of food.
What's the problem here?
You eat it all.
Listen, I'm not rising to this.
Leave it now, Arthur.
Javier Escuela.
I'm just gonna let that run.
Bounty hunter and
I went straight for
revolutionary.
him.
Not this again.
Wish I could say you were still fighting.
You think this is funny?
And I got knocked out again. Okay, so we'll cut it right where the audio stops. And I think that's pretty good. So it's been 3 minutes, 24 seconds. I could keep going because I have all of this footage right here. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to skip to the part where I think I get drunk and then start yelling at people. I get knocked out like 4 times from the period of doing all this. But I got to find... Yeah, I get knocked out again right here.
That's enough.
Oh, you know what I could do, though? I could cut from being knocked out to getting knocked out again. That would be kind of funny.
Did you think that up all by yourself?
Okay, so we'll start with his insults. And then I'll get knocked out insulting John Marston.
Probably not. I think someone's...
So we'll start it about right there. We're not even going to let Arthur wake up. We're just going to do a quick cut to...
Probably not. I think someone
getting
saw
knocked out
some
again.
wolves not far away. You should watch yourself.
Did you think that up all by yourself?
Best place you can hide.
You hearing
your
me?
problem?
That's enough.
I think what I'm going to do next is if I... Do I get drunk here? I don't remember. No, so I run back. So what I'm going to do, I think, since I'm watching this, I'm thinking about it and how long it's been going, I'm going to cut straight to me getting knocked out again. So it went from getting knocked out to getting knocked out. Then I'll show when I get drunk in camp and then insult people. And then I'll go ahead and end it there. Oh, excuse me. Oh, my. Okay, so this is just running.
You sold them out to save. Can us try? No,
Okay, here's
no
the knockout.
wonder no one married.
Are you listening?
Okay, so we're going to put
No, what?
it right there.
That's enough.
No wonder no one married.
Are you listening to me?
To be such a...
It just cuts out. That's amazing. Oh, shit.
What is wrong with you?
Stop it. You hear
What is
me?
wrong with you?
Stop it.
We'll cut to it again. Okay, so this is going to be a pretty funny sequence. So let's go from here and
Not
we'll
this
watch
again.
Wish I could say you were still fighting.
You think this is funny?
Probably not. I think someone saw some wolves not far away. You should watch yourself.
Did you think that up all by yourself?
Best place you can hide.
You hearing
your
me?
problem?
That's enough.
No wonder no one married.
Are you listening to me?
To be such a...
You hear
What is
me?
wrong with you?
Stop it.
I just wish it was somebody else other than Charles knocked me out twice in a row right there. Because it kind of looks like I'm replaying the same thing, but it's really not. I'm in a different spot. So, like, you can see right here, I was standing over there when I got knocked out right here. So, I'm right here. by the food or whatever in the female's tent, and then I get knocked out by the chopping wood block. I just wish it was somebody else. Anyway, all right, so we're gonna cut there again. Now we're gonna skip to when I get drunk. Okay, I get drunk here and pass out, but I want to get drunk in camp. I'm just gonna cut to me grabbing beers. Oh shit, what did I do? Oh, I didn't delete this. All right, so we're gonna cut and just have me tipping them back like a few times.
Hello.
So we're gonna cut to there.
How's things?
Cut there and go to the next beer.
Good morning,
Where
Arthur.
you in? Thanks.
I'm just gonna keep doing this over and over again. Where he pops the top and then guzzles it, because then I start drinking like rum. So we're gonna cut it there, and then we'll skip. We did a couple of beers. Now we're gonna start popping rum. Here we go. Cut there, delete these two, pull back. So he goes from drinking a beer, drinking rum. We'll cut it there. And then I think that's enough drinking, and then we'll cut to insults when I'm drunk. Which is right here.
No more goddamn magic, please.
Arthur, you're talking nonsense and you're more than drunk.
If you think we enjoy it,
Why are you doing this?
you are sorely mistaken.
I'm not going to even give you the satisfaction.
All right, so what we're going to do, now that we know we've established Arthur's drunk and he's insulting people, there's a really funny line that happened later on where I don't know if it goes directly to it, but
What?
I'm going to skip
moan
this.
about now, Susan?
You're interrupting my...
What are you gonna moan about now, Susan?
You're interrupting my beauty
You're
rest.
drunk.
So
That is kind of funny, actually. I might just leave that in there. So about right here. We'll put a little transition.
what are you gonna moan about now, Susan?
You're interrupting my
Quiet,
beauty
you're
rest.
drunk.
It's always something these days.
When are you going to learn to shut up?
You used to be fun.
All right, I'm not playing this game now.
He used to make
What does
fun.
she do?
Okay, so we'll cut it there, and then I insult the women over here.
But that cowardly killer.
Oh yeah, because he's drunk, so he automatically starts saying stupid shit, which is hilarious. I'm gonna leave that in.
She do.
But that cowardly killer that shot Mr. Miller has laid old Otis in his grave. Yeah!
Are you gonna act like a grown man now?
All right, so I think from there, I'm just gonna cut to him getting knocked out, because that's pretty funny.
Smile. Your face won't crack.
Oh, shut your mouth. You're drunk.
Why did you get so sour?
What's the point of this?
You used to be fun.
This ain't even worth the energy.
Hey, come on. She hasn't done nothing.
Always looking down your nose.
That's
No, don't take.
Okay, I'm gonna let that play out. That was pretty funny. Okay, so now that is enough of the insults and things of that nature. So right now we're gonna just jump into the outro because we're just gonna cut right into it because it's stupid Arthur drunk insulting people, and then we're gonna go into this like pretty cool looking backdrop scene to end the game or end the video. So I have a recording that I made of the swamps, and we're not going to include the audio because I have a track that I want to play. And we're going to fade that in. I got to actually listen to it to see if it's...
No, don't take.
Yeah. So we're going to let that fade in a little bit more.
No, don't take.
Okay, so right when it gets to about here, I'm going to cut in. I'm not worried about the video portion as of right now. I just wanted to kind of look and listen to the audio. I think the volume was good. Yeah. So the audio is pretty good. It's in the yellow right there on the 2 lines. So now I'm going to find I can mute it. So I'm going to find my video portion that I want to start with. I was trying something here that didn't really work. Everything was kind of choppy because my hands shake. So we're going to use this right here. That looks pretty cool. Where he's fixing his hat. That's where it's going to jump into it. So now I'm just going to drag this over across the timeline because I don't want it to jump all the way to here. I mean, I could have done that, but I'm just going to go to right there. And we're going to see how that kind of looks. Oh, I got to unmute it.
Your nose.
That's enough.
No, don't take.
Oh, okay. So I want to cut it again, but I also don't want to cut it too fast with the music. Because see, like that right about there is where I would cut it because of the timing of the song and where it hits that note. But I kind of want to leave it sit on this screen for a little bit because it's a pretty cool looking scene. And I could transition it here. I might do that. So now I need to find the next scene that I want to transition to, which is probably when I start walking out into the swamp. Takes me a minute because I had to go back in there to see what key bind was walk and all that bullshit. We get past the horse, and then I'm going to cut it here. Delete that section, and now we're going to put a nice, maybe an additive. Oh yeah, that looks sick. So we're going to do an additive dissolve. Transition. Actually, I need to unmute it. I want to lengthen this out a little bit, this transition. Sometimes I got to do it a couple of times. Or it might not even. Well, that sucks. Okay, we're just gonna guesstimate and say that that'll look good. Okay, timing wise, let's see how we're looking.
Don't take
Actually, I could start this track about right there.
No, don't take.
Yeah, that's a lot better. Because it kind of blends into the silence of this clip here, and then it goes into the nice cinematic bullshit at the end.
Always looking down your nose.
That's
No,
enough.
don't take.
Put a little additive. I'm just going to leave it preset. All right, so I'm going to cut it again right there. And then we'll mute this. And what else did I find? Oh yeah, it was a cabin that I found. And then we'll end it. Oh yeah, and the soothsayer. So as I was walking, yeah, here we go. So we're going to cut to this here. This cabin. And then we'll end it. Oh, I'm muted. And then what I'm going to do before it goes into the next peak, I'm going to cut it there and we'll fade it out. We'll fade out the video portion and then fade out the audio before it goes into its next peak. And I'm going to cut the audio a lot faster. Boom. And that's your video. So now what I do after I do all of that is I go back to the beginning of my video and I watch it.
It's becoming very tiresome.
Everything's tiresome to you these days. You've barely touched me in weeks.
What do you want from me?
How are you? You sicken me.
Oh, no, not.
How are you? You sicken me.
Oh, no, not
You
this.
foul little wretch.
Why won't you leave me alone?
We should feed you to the wolves.
Just go away, Arthur.
I wish you'd stayed at sea
So now I'm in the firing line.
with the other walruses.
Is this meant to be funny?
Rather
What you
than
taking it out on
poisoning
him
us.
for? Look, I'm too busy for this.
You've made a career out of staring into space, ain't you?
Ah, come on. It's not fair.
You lovesick today, but just real dumb.
Will you leave me alone?
I can never tell.
Stay away from me.
Arthur, will you cut it out?
You joining us here, Arthur?
Make this noise stop.
Here we go.
You call that music?
Come on! Cut it out!
I think each time it progressively made me farther away from camp. They were that pissed off at me. There was actually one spot where I ran back to camp and they were all sitting by the fire and it was a question mark showing up on my mini map and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I went over there and it was a whole thing of me apologizing about my rudeness.
Look at you, you goddamn poser.
Oh, don't start.
Preening like a prize cock,
Who do you think you are?
prancing like a goddamn gigolo.
Fine. It's easy enough to ignore you.
How many times you pissed yourself today?
Is this you trying to be funny?
You smell
Stop it,
like you've
Arthur.
been dead for 2 weeks.
I ain't giving you the satisfaction.
You calm down now?
Your tongue must be red raw from licking Dutch's boots.
Hey, what? Oh, come on now.
He likes to play favorites.
What's your problem?
But it won't get you nowhere, believe me.
Best to ignore you when you're like this.
Sleep with one eye open, boy.
Oh, no, not this.
I don't need much of a reason.
Come on, that's enough.
I'm just biding my time.
Get away from me.
You goddamn degenerate.
Please, Mr. Morgan, not now.
You're repulsive.
Why are you doing this?
Even you know it.
All over my head, dear boy.
You little bloodsucker.
Please don't be like this, Mr. Morgan.
Goddamn leech.
Just leave me be, will you?
You make my skin crawl.
Get away from me!
Why not this again?
Oh, not this again.
There he is. The camp pig.
Oh, just what I need.
No wonder we're always short of food.
What's the problem here?
You eat it all.
Listen, I'm not rising to this.
Leave it now, Arthur.
Javier Escuela. Great bounty hunter and revolutionary.
Not this again.
Wish I could say you were still fighting.
You think this is funny?
Probably not. I think someone saw some wolves not far away. You should watch yourself.
Did you think that up all by yourself?
Best place you can hide.
You hearing me?
That's enough.
No wonder no one married.
Are you listening to me?
To be such a...
You hear me?
What's wrong with you?
Stop it.
Okay, that was pretty good. I like that.
How's things?
Oh, and I did show the time, too. It's 6:25 a.m. and I'm hammering drinks. In-game.
No more goddamn magic, please.
Arthur, you're talking nonsense and you're more than drunk.
If you think we enjoy it,
Why are you doing this?
you are sorely mistaken.
I'm not going to even give you the satisfaction.
What are you gonna moan about now, Susan?
You're interrupting my beauty
You're
rest.
drunk.
It's always something these days.
When are you going to learn to shut up?
You used to be fun.
All right, I'm not playing this game now.
Hey, what did she do?
But that cowardly killer that shot Mr. Miller has laid old Otis in his grave. Yeah!
Are you gonna act like a grown man now?
Smile, Abigail. Your face won't crack.
Oh, shut your mouth. You're drunk.
Why did you get so sour?
What's the point of this?
You used to be fun.
This ain't even worth the energy.
Hey, come on. She hasn't done nothing.
Always looking down your nose.
That's enough.
No, don't take.
That was good. That was good. And that's that. So all of that for a 5-minute and 34-second clip. So now we're going to render it out here. So I'm going to pick a folder. Oh, geez, it froze again. Please don't. Okay. Yeah, we're still working. Okay, so now I'm going to go to my desktop, which is where my YouTube folder is. Red Dead Redemption 2, large icons. We're going to name this Camp Antagonize Export. Got to change the format to an MP4. It's a 1920 by 1080, 60 frames a second. I'm going to take the encoding profile and put it as high, and then we're going to render it out. So while it's rendering, I'm going to take a break. And it says estimated time remaining, probably about 24 to 26 minutes, 25 minutes now. 25 minutes for a 5-minute video. I'll be back. And just like that, with the power of editing, it is completed. It was all of like, what, a millisecond for y'all? It completed in 11 minutes and 14 seconds. That's the process that it takes me to edit a video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Maybe you learned something. I don't know. I'm not a great teacher when it comes to editing and doing that kind of thing. I just wanted to kind of take you along the journey of me editing a video. So that was a 5-minute, 34-second video. I don't know how long this video is. I haven't even started editing this video of me editing that video yet. But it'll be interesting to see how long it took me and that was some simple edits. Like I didn't do any slow motion. I didn't do any color changes. I didn't do any additives, anything. That was just like the simplest of simple with a couple little transitions and things like that with video clips and audio files. And that's it. So hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks again. I've got to work on getting a Lagniappe overlay or something like that for this channel. Hopefully I'll be able to make some more videos, something stupid and funny. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. God bless and go tight.